Hey guys, hope everyone's day is going well. You may notice a little bit of a change of scenery. I am currently in Retiro Park in Madrid, Spain. That's where I'm currently studying abroad, so maybe that's why I haven't been uploading as many videos. But I wanted to crank out a quick review of the GoodLife YoYos and Thesis YoYos Callisto. I think that's how you say it. As usual, I want to thank the two companies for sending me this yo. It was super generous of them. I'm going to have all their links and contact information in the description down below, so be sure to check them out at the end of this video. Also, brief apologies for the change of scenery and everything like that. The place that I live in Madrid is pretty echoey, so the audio would honestly sound pretty bad if I filmed there, so that's why I'm out here in the park. It's a beautiful day in Madrid, so I can't complain. Okay, but let's chat a little bit more about the Callisto itself and get those specs on the screen so you guys can get a baseline idea as to what the yo is all about. Okay, so now you've had a chance to kind of look at the specs. There's a couple of main things I want to point out. In general, this yo isn't too crazy in any one dimension. However, I think that the shape and design of it is very, very unique, and I want to touch on that. So starting out with the shape itself, look at all of those ridges. This is a very, very irregular thing for a yo-yo, and so you can see that all of those ridges right there lead down to some very low walls. The shape itself is honestly kind of curvy. It's got a really nice kind of concave slope down to the bearing. I'm a big fan of that. You can also see we have those iridescent rims on the outside, which looks absolutely sick. I'm a big fan of this shape. It's so comfortable to hold in the hand. I think it looks amazing, and it's definitely great for performance. Now moving on over to the cup, we can see a couple things here. The rim itself actually stretches over from outside the rim to the inside, which is a great design feature. It shows that there's a lot of rim weight being put on this yo-yo. You can see that the rims themselves are iridescent. It looks absolutely insane, and I'm also a big fan of this colorway with the kind of blue, pink, and yellow fade. The cup itself isn't too crazy. It just has a couple cuts that lead down to a flat center, but still this yo looks pretty darn clean in my opinion. Overall, I'm a big fan of the design of this yo and especially that color. Okay, so how does the Callisto play? This is definitely a very, very unique yo-yo. The first thing I found when I started playing with it is I noticed that this yo is pretty darn light, surprisingly. On the string, I found this yo to be very maneuverable, even though it has that substantial amount of rim weight. I found it pretty easy to change direction and do redirects and all those different kinds of tricks. I also found that it had a lot of good stability with it. It doesn't feel like it has a ton of rim weight when it's on the string. Like, it doesn't have glaringly obvious rim weight, kind of like a more competition oriented yo-yo. However, it does spin for a lot longer than you'd expect and comes back to your hand nice and tight. So that's a really cool feature. It doesn't have that kind of jarring, annoying rim weighted feel. It feels nice and floaty, nice and maneuverable, and at the same time it has a lot of rim weight in spin, so that's sweet. Furthermore, I also want to mention that this yo is great for faster tricks. I was really able to pick up some speed with this yo, which was so much fun. Again, it's so maneuverable and floaty on the string that it feels nice and easy to do your fast tricks. I found that whips and hops were also very good with this yo. It was very solid. The gap is extremely accommodating since it is just so wide, so it's super easy to land all those tricks. Next, for tech tricks, I found this yo was also very good. I didn't really have any trouble whatsoever fitting into some more dense string configurations, so I would highly recommend for that. I also think that since this yo has such good rim weight, it's able to do those tech tricks for longer since it can spin through all of the different dense mounts. Horizontal, this yo was pretty good, I would say. I would say in general, this isn't like your absolute, drop dead competition yo-yo. I'd say this is definitely a very solid yo-yo, but might not be like as extreme as maybe a drop near or something of that sort. It's a lot more fun in my opinion than a drop near or a very, strictly competition yo-yo. However, you will notice that when it comes to like really intense tricks like horizontal or speed tricks, you might find a little bit more stability and comfort with a more extreme yo-yo than this one. But this yo-yo isn't meant to be extreme. It's meant to be really fun to play with, still perform well, and have a great spin time. And it achieves all those goals. Finally, for grinds, this yo is pretty darn good. It's got a really nice, smooth, bead blasted finish all around it. The rims themselves are polished and a little bit more on the sticky side, but I didn't really have too much trouble with my grinds there. Finger spins are pretty good. It does have a flat center, so it's not like you're going to lock in or anything like that. It's just going to kind of rotate around the center, but there's still a lot of fun to do and totally possible. All right, so in conclusion, the Callisto is a really solid yo and an awesome collaboration between the two companies. In my opinion, the yo isn't meant to be like your extreme competition yo. It's supposed to be more fun than that. It's supposed to have more character, and I think it achieves all of those different qualities. The yo is definitely a little bit more on the pricey side, but I think that price comes with really great quality, and it's a collaboration between two amazing yo-yo brands, so you're getting the best of both worlds. In general, if you like floaty yo-yos that still have a good amount of stability and rim weight, this is an exceptional one. It's definitely a very fun yo. It's super satisfying to throw, and the shape makes it very comfortable to hold in the hand and return to your hand at the end of a bind. Okay, that's about it for my video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Also, if you guys are new here and haven't seen my videos before, hit that subscribe button so you can see whenever I post a new new video. I'll be honest, the videos are going to be a little bit less during my time abroad, but back in May, I'll be back in the United States, and I'll be pumping out some more content for you guys, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.